This time of year when we're eating so many salads, it's really nice to have something other than a roll or a breadstick to go along with the salad. So sometimes I like to make little individual flatbreads, and to do that I start with some pita rounds. They're also referred to as pocket bread because when you slice it open, they form a little pocket. But this little flatbread is a whole grain flatbread. And so the first thing I'm going to do, I already turned my oven on to 400 degrees to preheat it. And now I'm just going to take some olive oil and lightly brush each of these rounds with some olive oil. Now, one thing that I love about these little flatbreads is that I can use some of the fresh herbs from my garden. And this time of year, believe it or not, I'm getting little peppers of my own in my little pot garden that I have out in the back of the house. And so some of those peppers are nice, hot, spicy peppers, real fiery. And I'm going to use jalapeno peppers on these flatbreads today. So once you have them brushed with some olive oil, try to get it nice and covered, but you don't want too much. Then I'm just going to take a few ingredients and toss them all together. So I have about a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese. Today I'm using a Mexican blend, but you can use cheddar, you can use Parmesan. I've got some minced parsley from my garden and some minced jalapeno. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about real quick was the jalapenos. Remember, if you have sensitive skin, use gloves, rubber gloves or plastic gloves to clean them out. But when you're mincing a jalapeno, just cut off the stem end and then slice it right down the middle. And an easy way to remove that thick white rib and the seeds from the inside is just to take a spoon. A grapefruit spoon works really well for this. And just scrape out the inside and it's done real slick. You got a nice clean jalapeno. And then I'm adding some minced, hot and sweet little pickles. That's kind of the surprise ingredient. And then just toss that all up and sprinkle that mixture right over your flatbread. And then I'll be putting these in the oven just for about 8 minutes. When these little mini flatbreads come out of the oven, you can see the cheese is melted, the little pieces of pickle and jalapeno pepper pop through that cheese. And I like to cut them into wedges before I serve it. So I just take a big knife and cut it into quarters or however big you want your little pieces to be. But this is a great little go-along with salad, and in the fall when you're making nice hot soups, these are great with soup too. So give these little flatbreads a try. I'll have the recipe on our website. I'm Sue Doden, sharing good food for good life 365.